The numbers are turning up now. It was a slow start, so we were a little bit anxious. So we sent out lots of volunteers to make sure that people came at the last minute. But people are beginning to turn up now, so the pressure's mounting. But I think we'll get there.
Wind me up, put me down, stop me up and watch me go. I'll be running circles around you sooner than you know. A little upset around, I'm out of tune.
I'm honored and delighted to be here, and I know they're going to break it today. I'm just so happy about this. I never saw so many smiling faces in all my life.
Once you know how it's done, you can't stop now, it's already begun. You feel it running through your bones, and you jerk it out.
Congratulations! 8,371, a new world record broken.
Shut up, hush your mouth, can't you hear you talk too loud? No, I can't hear nothing 'cause I got my head up in the clouds. I fire up anything that I can chew. I'm chasing cars up and down the avenue, but that's okay. 'Cause it's easy once you know how it's done. You can't stop now, it's already begun. You feel it running through your bones, and you jerk it out.
I just want to see the shops, see all the nice things that's in the shops.
I'm living in Dundrum for the last 38 years, and this is one of the great moments.
It's easy once you know how it's done. You can't stop now, it's already begun. You feel it running through your bones, and you jerk it out.
Well, we're coming to Ireland because we've been very keen to get into the Dublin market for a very long time. It's one of the fastest growing cities in Europe, has been for many years, and it's projected to continue so for a long time in the future.
And you jerk it out. When you jerk it out. Jerk it out. Oh baby, don't you know you really gotta jerk it out. Jerk it out. Baby,
Tall ships are one of the most beautiful things that man ever created, and to see 3 Irish ships here is outstanding. And I mean, whatever money they cost, they're worth it. Like the beauty of these ships and the whole thing here, and what they're doing for Ireland is beyond money, you know.
Are we there yet?
No.
We're there yet?
No.
Are we?
No.
Lads. Oi, Chris. There's land over there.
El Mundo Nuevo.
This is going to be great.
Scoop. Technically, lads, we discovered this place, so Chris should really name it after us.
U.S.
Hey? You think that could happen? No.
The new world in the Amstel tradition.
They didn't really have a very good idea of the weather. They didn't have a good idea of the things that could go wrong with the airplane. And so they had it all hanging out, risking their lives.
We are 12 billion light years from the edge. That's a guess. No one can ever say it's true, but I know that I will always be with you.
1, and liftoff of Space Shuttle Discovery, beginning America's new journey to the moon, Mars, and beyond.
So don't call me a liar, just believe everything that I say. There are 6 billion people in the world, makes me feel quite small. But you're the one I love the most of all.
I, George Walker Bush,
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States.
the office of President of the United States.
9 million bicycles in Beijing.
The survival of liberty in our land
And you know that I
increasingly depends on the success of liberty in other lands.
If you're sleeping at nighttime, you got a handful of canned goods. People trying to come in and get them, you know? I look at it this way, it's like a battle zone, you know?
We need help! We want help! We ain't got nothing. You know, we gotta steal from each other so we can survive and feed our children. You think you've got the stuff? You're telling me and anyone you're hard enough. You don't have to put up a fight. You don't have to always be right.
The Holy Father, John Paul II, died this evening at 9:37 in his private apartment.
Listen to me now. I need to let you know you don't have to go it alone. And it's you.
Annunzio vobis gaudium magnum. Habemus papam.
Sometimes you can't make it on your own. We fight all the time. You and I, that's all right. We're the same soul. I don't need to hear you.
So many lives ruined, and so many lives ruined because in many ways the authorities didn't react rapidly to a situation, and in many ways they could have done it.
Listen to me now. I need to let you know.
Your star will shine now in the sky. Farewell, our friend, but not goodbye.
Sometimes you can't make
Talk,
it on your own.
227. Neil, 97. The motion is passed.
Runs all the way through dangerously in there. Chance here. And then O'Connor has scored. It's going to land over the bar. It's over. It is, of course.
walk down the floor now. Rebels up here, Rebels!
Those of us standing here in the Senate have supported and applauded and encouraged and prodded the process for the last 10, 12 years now. It cannot go forward unless there is a complete reckoning with the demands of justice in the murder of Robert McCarthy.
Over the sea and far away, she's waiting like an iceberg, waiting to change. But she's cold inside, she wants to be light.
We're now dealing with criminal gangs who are still using the cloak of romanticism around the IRA to murder people on the streets and walk away from it.
All the muscles tighten in her face, buries her soul in one embrace. They're one and the same, just like one.
All IRA units have been ordered to dump arms. All volunteers have been instructed to assist the development of purely political and democratic programs through exclusively peaceful means.
But it's too hard to say. I wish it was simple, but we give up easily. You're close enough to see.
The IMC have told us that in no way will they be able to say in January that they can give a clean bill of health to IRA Sinn Féin.
The avian flu epidemic has to be controlled if we are to prevent a human influenza pandemic.
What Live Aid did, joyously, enthusiastically, was open up the avenues of possibility. Finally, Live Aid invites you to walk down them.
The people of the world have roared with compassion, with concern, and with a commitment for the eradication of poverty around the world. Regrettably, we have to say that when we look at the details of the response on the table at the moment, our reading is that the G8 has listened, but their response has not been a roar, but a whisper.
The fact of it is, it's not just a games console. It'll play back movies, it'll play back music, you can download music onto it, MP3 files, you can also store photographs. So it's more a total entertainment device than a purely games console.
Plain talking, take us so far, and broken down cars, like strung out old stars, plain talking, served us so well,
I can safely say that we will be sold out day one. So I would say that anybody that would want an Xbox 360, that they'll need to come into stores and pre-book them.
Absolutely sensational performance by Tyrone. As
Games of the 30th Olympiad in 2012 are awarded to the City of London.
I mean, it's a momentous day for London, and one of the reasons that I think we tipped it at the last moment was because it was very obvious London and Londoners were behind the bid, and they've played their own part in making this work.
It was just black and we just got out, so we have no idea.
Here after the
People
explosion?
just screaming. I thought it was on fire. And you could just see light outside the carriage.
Smoke was coming down the tunnel, so nobody would go out of that exit. No one would go out of the other exit because, as I understand it, there's a bomb in the middle of the carriage. So we were all trapped like sardines, waiting to die.
Henry. Oh, that's a super goal by Thierry Henry. Bang on the midpoint in the second half. You can see it coming as he shaped for it. He curled it around Shay Given. That's a disaster.
Where was the moment we needed the most? You kick up the leaves and the magic
I've done this job to the utmost of my ability over the last 200 years. I've loved the job. I've done it with a passion and intensity that people who know me will understand.
And I don't need no camera. You stand in the line just to hit a new low. You're faking a smile with the coffee to go.
Roy Keane's playing career here may be at an end, but his performances and his leadership over the past 12 and a half years has achieved iconic status for him, placing him in the same bracket as Old Trafford legends Best, Law, Charlton and Cantona.
Cause you had a bad day, you're taking one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know, you tell me don't lie, you work on a smile and you go for a ride. You had a bad day, the camera don't lie, you're coming back down and you really don't mind.
Ansha, can I ask you, as a matter of Dáil security, did you at least require the Minister of Defence to leave his weapon at the door this morning?
How do you feel about house prices? Do you think they're a rip-off? Yeah. And do you feel that cost of going out for a drink is a rip-off? And do you feel that cars are a rip-off?
Had a bad day, you're taking one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know, you tell me don't lie, you work.
Well, I think it's inevitable with a project of this size that there will be a number of people who object to it, but the Corrib project has been through an exhaustive approval process over a number of years with the various authorities in Ireland, and we have the consents in place for the work that we're doing currently.
Sometimes the system goes on the brink and the whole thing it turns out wrong.
We were sent to hell or to Connacht many hundreds of years ago. We went to Connacht and now we've been sent to hell by Shell.
We're happy to be out, but it's a shame this has taken 100 days. And not 100 days, but the hours and hours of hard work and slavery by people outside on our behalf.
Cause you had a bad day, you're taking one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know, you tell me don't lie, you work on a smile and you go for a ride. You had a bad day, you see what you like, and how does it feel? One more time, you had a bad day.
But Shell still have to go to sea. It's not coming in that way, it's as simple as that.
And this campaign will keep going on till they decide to vote to the sea. It's not coming in any other way. Simple as that. Because it's not safe.
3, 2, 1.
Amazing. It's hard to believe it's gone now. Amazing.
It's a new beginning for Ballymun. Wonderful.
Thinking back, thinking of you. Summertime, think it was June. Yeah, I think it was June.
You can't just put out the theory of an SDZ and then say everyone signed up to it. You have to painstakingly go through the process of consultation.
For the play facilities to be made.
I think the whole thing should be done in the next few years, so this is just the first part of it. So,
I know.
But they can't leave. What you're saying is you don't want to see it without the play facility.
But we see we need it. We need a few playgrounds before.
So when they're built.
Before they're built.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slipping in the back of my car. We never went far. Didn't need to go far.
The demand is strong. We've strong economic growth, strong employment growth. There's a high level of in-migration and a consequent strong demand for housing. Any attempt to reduce the supply of housing going forward will put upward pressure on house prices.
And then the fashion moved, we went to Spain, then we went to Portugal, and then we went to Hungary, and then it moved to Turkey and Bulgaria, and it keeps moving on as the fashion changes. And Shanghai is in there. I mean, I got an email one day from a guy saying, I'm buying in Christchurch, in New Zealand, like.
Where have those 10 years gone? We'll be reeling in the years again tomorrow night at 6:30 here on RTE1. Next Night Me in Time, we follow up on more standout stories with Joe Duffy in Liveline Callback.
To take a look at me now.